Salutations, liberty-loving humankind out there. This is my first gun breakdown review video. Test firing. Figured start with everyone's favorite high point and just get an inside look at it, take it apart, test it, shoot it, see what thoughts. But let me tell you, you can love them, hate them, they work. But we'll get into the breakdown video, take it apart. But I'll take it out and shoot it and see how it shoots and give final thoughts. Okay, we're going to talk about the high point. This is first of a couple videos I think I'm going to do and see how this goes. Just basically talk about the gun, take it apart, see how they shoot, and just give people my opinions. But this is a 45. It's high point firearms. There's nothing new about it. They've been around forever. Recent controversies with the what would you call it, the yeet cannon thing and the internet. The internet can be brutal at times, I guess, but who cares? We'll see how this gun comes apart. A small punch out here. I can tap it on through. But you can get these for about $100. I'm sure everybody knows them. But I really look at the internals of one, so I'm going to do that now. Take it outside, shoot it a little bit, and see how she shoots. I guess, I think this gun's biggest thing is how top heavy it is. I can't stand that. And I believe it's got a safety where you gotta pull the trigger to get this slide off. And then, oh, what a jalopy. Oh, this is interesting. See, I hate that. I don't. Well, that sure changed fast. That went from we're gonna break it down and put it back together to being, that is one dirty gun. But it's a pawn shop find. Used gun. Paid a Benjamin for it. So I'm gonna, now that I got it stripped down, I'm gonna take it and put it in the sonic cleaner and give it a good bath, and then we'll talk whenever I get it back together. Okay, let's see. Now that I've got everything run through the sonic cleaner, wiped down, this gun's pretty beat up. I just wanted to talk about a few of the parts. The safety. This right here, if you know how a striker gun operates, I don't think I would ever pipe this gun up, carry a loaded round in it, put the safety on, and then trust that right there. That is, now, like I said, it rolls up and it's supposed to get underneath there and prevent that from coming down, but you can see that doesn't take much travel. So that's half safe. And if you put the mag in this thing at half safety, you can see it's starting to drop with the trigger pull. Everything in here just feels cheap. From top to bottom. There's two springs in here, one here to keep the mag catch to the left, one over here to keep the keep tension on the disconnector, the magazine disconnector. I mean, half plastic, half metal. The barrel's going to be what the barrel's going to be. The barrel's pinned into the frame. It doesn't, it doesn't break the slide. I mean, but again, new they're like $150, $200 maybe. It depends on where you're shopping. But you can find a used one dirty like this for probably about $100, $100 and a quarter. But with all the competition out there and the improvements in 9mm and 380 loads, I can't say in good faith I'd ever recommend one of these to anybody. But now that I've got it all back together and looked at how the components work, here's the slide stop, magazine slide stop. It engages it. There's two bars, there's a trigger bar and then the striker drop bar and the disconnector bar. The magazine's not in, it won't let this pull down. So when the magazine's in, there's a dimple that pulls it out of the way so that it lets this operate and function and pull down properly. Let me just get this thing back together. I've got the striker in, which you can see. See, the striker is loaded by 2 springs, and then this is where the rear roll pin goes through to hold it on the frame. So when you cock this gun, if you've got a bullet in that chamber, this striker is under tension. The striker is being pinched between, these springs are being pinched between this rear takedown and the striker. There's all that energy stored right there in them springs. So when you pull this, that comes down, and then the striker goes forward and slams the slams the primer, and that makes the gun go off. So like I said, you just seen that moving out of the way, and it's not fully on fire. I mean, that's fully on safe, but you can still see the S there. You can still see it, and this will still go down and get out of the way. So I mean, as cheap as this gun is made, I mean, if you wanted to carry one in the mag, I would never rack it. Never, ever, ever would I carry this gun loaded in my pants, especially pointing at your fireman. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. I, wouldn't do it, would never recommend it. But we'll take it out and get some shots on it since I've cleaned it up now, before I try to sell it. I'm going to just play with it, see if I can sell it, maybe get a little bit of money out of it. I don't know, but who cares? At this point, it's nothing I'm going to keep. I bought it at a pawn shop, and it was cheap enough that I thought, hey, I can, look into it. I mean, I guess all the fancy yeet cannon stuff, you got to get that rear pin there that you can see that slides back and forth in there. You got to get that rear pin. There's a hole that holds it in, and then that hole is right there, and then that's where this will go back in. So let's put that back in now. Grab my punch over here. I like to use brass, even though it's brittle and weak. Just be gentle. I've bent 1 or 2 of these already. Try to bend them back in place, but I don't know. I like brass. It's non-marring. Won't really mar things up too bad. See, that right there holds the slide in, and there she is. She's back together. And then, like I said, you drop this, and I'm going to bless it with a whole bunch of oil, because you can see just from that sonic cleaner, looks like there's already starting to be some surface rust gathering on this mag. But we'll shoot it, see how she shoots, see how she aims. Once again, once you find out where they're aiming, that's it, bud. I mean, you'll never be able, you can adjust the sights and hope. It looks like these sights got a screw in here for a little bit of adjustment. I don't know. I mean, you can see this thing is just, I mean, it feels like Rhino bed liner's been sprayed on top of that. Honestly, that's kind of what it feels like. Some people like them though. We'll see. I'll pick this up when we're shooting it. See that move? Do you see that? That is... No. The gun just went off. It just shot your... You just shot your junk. I also don't like a gun that doesn't cock lock. Run in there between safe and fire, and you see it move down, and it just fired. This rotated out of the way because of that pin rotating this piece of metal down. And now you're gonna have a triple urine stream if you're carrying appendix. So we'll test fire it, talk about it, and I'll give you final thoughts on, do I think it's worth 100? All right, here we go. This is the final portion of the video where I test this wonderful high point. He said I'm probably 15 yards from the target. With the reasons I've already explained in the takedown and cleaning video. But we're gonna give it 9 shots. 9 shots. I don't know, seems with gloves on, that seems like a pretty tight trigger. But I really hate wasting good 45 for such a low budget gun like this. Oh, let's see, there it goes. It was in. All right, now we'll try to hit that can, and we'll see what happens. But again, it's a pawn shop gun. Hope it works. Let's find out. Well, it went bang. Did it reset? Let's see. Where's that bullet go? Oh, looks like it's going high. Oh, did I hit it? Hit below it. Okay. Poor car. Oh boy. Yeah, we've abused that car a little bit. It's been hit. Wait a minute. Wow, is that way below? I'm trying to look for the fresh. Well, apparently, let's just try to aim on the ground. There, we got it. Woo. Let me back up a little bit before I shoot that rim. Alright. Alright, so she spent. She cycled. So, I guess, it worked. And what can you say? There's the rounds. She's empty. Okay, now my final thoughts on this. You can buy a Volkswagen and, Bug, Rabbit. You can buy a Yugo. They'll get you from point A to point B. This gun, it works, but this one right here is a good segue into the next one I'm going to review. The reason is this is like the replacement to what I think is the Brico arms, is High Point. I had a Brico. It was one of the first guns I bought. I bought it on price, and I quickly found out you do get what you pay for. But here in 2020, with the new technologies and some of the companies, you can spend a few dollars more and I think get a decent gun. But there's some people that they just won't drive anything but an old Beetle. They just like it, and I guess that would be the people who want this. It's fine. But as you've seen, it goes pew. It works. I just, there's some flaws I wouldn't like about. I don't like about it, like that safety. The way the gun's designed. But she will be sold soon. So, but that's it, and I will see y'all in the next video.